51, 55.
Yep. Oh, I know.
And he's dead.
Oh, okay. That's great. What is this? Why? 3 hits! What the fuck? What am I looking at? God, I hate this fucking game. I don't even want to play this dumbass game anymore, to be frank with you. That by faster than me, Cleric. Movespeed, by the way, love it. I fucking hate that game. God, I fucking hate that game.
Why we use the ball? Some good stuff for me. Some really good stuff. Oh, that's Thorn Shield. I didn't even see that. Yeah, Thorn Shield, bro. Got him. Nice, he aggroed him. Dead here. Yeah, I can kill a ranger. Judge. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's zeplore here, and today I want to show you my favorite cleric build in the entire game, and probably my second favorite build in the entire game of Dark and Darker. It is a caster cleric build. On this build we will be utilizing Faithfulness, Perseverance, Protection from Evil, Advanced Healer, and we'll be using Judgement with spells. Spells we will be using is Lesser Heal, Holy Strike, Locust Swarm, Earthquake, and Protection. Explaining the perks, Faithfulness gives a slow and magic damage bonus to Judgement, Holy Strike, and Locust Swarm. Perseverance reduces all types of income damage by 2. This also applies to like damage over times, tick damages, stuff like the Lightning Tether and Locust Swarm, all reduced by 2. It's really nice. Protection from Evil, so harmful effects last less longer on us, such as poisons and slows. And this also applies to the sorcerer's knock up levitate spell. You get knocked up for a less amount of time, which is really nice. And advanced healer, so that we can get a little bit of extra healing out when we need it, when we're in a tight spot, when we're fighting other casters or ranged classes. It's nice to be able to hide behind line of cover and get your health back really quick, and then get back into it if you need to, if you're losing the trade. Judgment does about 55 to 60 damage, depending on how well you built. Holy Strike does about 50 to 55 damage, depending on how well you've built. And the main reason, I know you're probably thinking, why the hell are you taking Earthquake? I've experimented between Earthquake and Bind when a melee class, like mainly a Barbarian, is raging at me, so they're faster, or a fighter is sprinting at me, so they're faster. Try to use Bind, but honestly, in most cases, it's better to just use Judgment, take a hit, back up, and hopefully they don't Achilles you. But I love Earthquake because you can use this while your Judgment is on cooldown, and even if, you know, they're smart, they're gonna call you, like, retarded for trying to use this on you in solos, because they're like, I know better, I could just stand still, and, that, you know, your Earthquake does no damage to me. And yes, they're true, but while you're Earthquaking, your Judgment is coming back off of cooldown. You know, you're playing around your second Judgment, because if you're able to Judgment somebody and Judgment them again in a fight without any resets between you and your opponent, you basically are guarantee the victory and the win. Like, there's no way you're going to lose if you Judgment someone twice. It does too much damage. Especially if you just land, like, one of your full Holy Strikes. It's basically over. So I use Earthquake to just buy time for Judgment to come back off of cooldown, basically. Your typical plan of attack for this build is you're going to open up with Holy Strike, into Judgment, into Holy Strike. And if you hit all three of those, you'll kill most people that aren't Barbarians or Clerics with 150 plus HP. The only bad matchups this build really has is Clerics with 150 plus HP or Barbarians, because, you know, naturally they have that much HP and a lot of magic resistance. I mainly say Clerics with that much health pool because their high starting will allows them to build magic resistance quite easily. Although Warlocks do have a high will and inherently a high magic resistance, their anti-magic perk is completely nullified because anti-magic gives you the magic resistance, but it does not apply to Divine Magic, which Judgment, Holy Strike, and Locust Swarm are all Divine Magic, so it cuts straight through anti-magic. So I find this build particularly useful against killing any and all Warlocks, any and all Bards, which Bards, as we all know, are really strong right now. Probably the second strongest class in the game besides, like, Barbarian for solos, especially, like, 224s. But I would say this class does really well against Warlocks, Bards, Sorcerers, Wizards, and even Rangers, surprisingly. Rangers can be kind of a skill matchup. If they get a bunch of fast shots off on you fast before you can, like, get behind line of sight and recover, then you're kind of fucked. But I've definitely killed my fair share of Rangers with this build, and it's always a fun matchup. Fighters are usually pretty free after their sprint is up, as long as you Judgment them while they're sprinting at you, then just back up. Because we do build Movespeed on this kit, we're usually anywhere between 312 and 315 on a kit. We're usually fast enough to get away from them. The only thing you really have to be, like, worrisome about is rogues. There's, like, zero counterplay. If you think a rogue is in the area, you can't really, like, you can't really engage and move into an area where you know a rogue may or may not be invisible. You could use one of your Locust Swarms, though, at, like, a doorway to kind of, like, spot check the doorway. Locust Swarm, it does a good amount of damage now that it has 75% magical power scaling. On one of the more recent balance changes that SDF made on the spell, he reduced the charges from 2 to 1, but upgraded its damage potential. So this is quite nice. However, it does suck because you only get 1 now to kind of spot check the room for rogues, and it used to be really nice to have 2 because you could just burn 1 freely to check for rogues, but now you use that 1 and that's all you're going to get. But I'd rather burn the Locust Swarm and not have it than try to save the Locust Swarm, walk into the room where I know a rogue might be present, and then, you know, die shortly thereafter, because not only does a rogue hard counter this, but Cutthroat rogue, like, you don't even need Cutthroat because you're not prioritizing health at all. If the enemy gets to you, you have lost. Maybe if they hit you once and you're able to break away, it's not lost because you can Judgment as they hit you and then put the book away, look down, walk away. But for the most part, if the enemy gets to you within melee, you basically have lost. But not all is in vain. If you have done some damage, if they are low on health and they get to you, that's why we rock the War Maul. The War Maul is really nice. You can pull it out and you can start slapping them, and hopefully you can hit them once in the head, and that's that. That's why we do try to get our physical power bonus to 0% or 1%, because a base cleric with the Philidian skin has a strength of, I believe, 10. So yeah, I just took off some of the gear that had extra strength and physical power bonus on it. So we actually start off at a minus 11 physical power bonus. So we need some physical power bonus to make this Wormall relevant, basically. So when I am searching for gear, I do search for pieces that, you know, may have a little bit of strength or physical power here and there. And it's such a way on an item that normally won't be marked up for it, like Radiant Cloaks or, you know, Resolve Rings. Caster gear typically does not have a markup on physical power bonus gear, so you can get that and try and get that to at least 0%, so the Wormall isn't basically like a rubber mallet at that point. Speaking of gearing, let's get into the gearing and to show you the gearing process of how I go about building this kit. Let's start by building a kit here. I'm going to start from the top down and go with the hat. For this, you're going to want a chaperone or a coif. I prefer the chaperone because it has baked in magic resistance. It doesn't matter if you have knowledge or will, because the chaperone gives will and the coif gives knowledge. Chaperone, 15 armor rating, 8% headshot damage reduction, magic resistance 20, minus 2 move speed, will 5. Now if you have coif. Okay, so 15 armor rating, 8%, 20 minus 2. 20 armor rating, headshot damage 8, minus 2, knowledge 5. Same exact thing, just no magic resistance. So the chaperone is better in every way. Although I don't mind using the coif if I find one cheap. I'm going to try to do agility and will, or agility and knowledge on a chaperone. I'll sometimes just see if there's a 2-2-1 for cheap. This is 2 knowledge, 2 agility, and 1 true for $7.99. This is actually a pretty good deal. It's not bad for sure. But let me just see. Add match. See if there's a 2-2-1 on that. So this is a chaperone 2-1-1. I need 2 knowledge at the very least. I don't need 2 agility. 2 agility is nice, but I'll settle for 1. I think I'm gonna buy this 2 knowledge, 1 agility, 1 added magic for 300. That is good enough for me. After all, we're not trying to bank the bank. We're just spending around 2,500 to 3,000 if we can. So let's see if we can get what we need to get with that much. Next, let's do chest. So I just search Mystic Vestments. And then knowledge is what you definitely need, +2, and magical damage bonus. 2 knowledge, magical damage bonus, buff duration, and spell for 450. I'll definitely take that. It's a good buy. Next, let's do legs. I'm gonna look for loose trousers with same thing, knowledge and magical damage bonus. 2 knowledge, 2 strength, 2.8 magical damage bonus. I think we got lucky on this. They were just listed a minute ago. 199. I will take that. 100%. Our boots are pretty much always going to be lightfoots. Actually, no, they are always going to be lightfoots with knowledge. And either move speed bonus or additional move speed. I always check the price on both. There's a 2 knowledge, 4 additional move speed. So this is 15 total move speed and 2 knowledge for 349. I will definitely be buying that. Alright, next up we have the cloak. For the cloak, I always do a radiant cloak, legendary. And usually, because if I search up legendary just by itself, it's around 130 to 180. I could do add magic, and it's only a little bit more usually. Yeah, barely anything more, and it's always worth it to get add magic. 2 fist power, it's going to make up for a lack of fist power. I think that's perfect. Because if we can get to 15 fist power, that's perfect, because we're going to be rocking the Philidian skin with +2 agility, but also suffers a -1 strength, -1 vigor. So I think base we are 10 strength, so we need either 5 strength or fist power to hit our 15. So this is not -11, so it's zeroed out. And just from extras on our gear that we're not paying anything extra for, we're at -2, so we're kind of getting there. We just need 1 more physical power or strength to kind of even ourselves out, which would be really nice. Alright, now we're looking at a neck, rings, and gloves, and I say, okay, so at 33 will and 32 knowledge. I'd like about like 5 more will at least, and about 10 more knowledge at least. So I'm just gonna search a owl pendant that's unique. It's usually really cheap. Let's see though. 200 gold, perfect. Is there any with add magical damage? That's 40 more gold for add magical damage. That's pretty ideal. Let's see, I'd rather have true if I can, but that usually comes a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. That's not bad though. Not bad at all, but you see the prices, they're pretty cheap. When regarding the difference between true and add magic, True's good, yes, but a lot of your damage has big upfront damage, and True or additional, it's not like going to make or break you because you're going to kill people in 2 to 3 spells anyways. So at max, you're doing 2 to 3 times whatever, additional or true magic you have at the end. So if you get +5 additional or +5 true, you're only doing a total of +10 to 15. Usually like +15 because you usually hit people 3 spells to kill them, additional or true. And the difference between +15 additional on somebody with 40 to 30% magic resist, or +15 true, your +15 additional is only like +12 additional, +11 additional against someone with that much magic resistance. So it's only like 4 less damage over the cast of 3 spells. So I personally don't think the difference between additional or true is that big of a deal on caster cleric. It's definitely a bigger of a deal on like warlock when you're spamming spells and you have to spam a ton of spells to do, to kill your targets. But with cleric, this kind of cleric build, where you're only killing people in 3 to 4 spells tops, the difference between add or true is minimal. This one's really nice. I really like this one's got a little bit of magic pen, physical damage reduction, and magic resistance. I'll cop that for 270. 37 knowledge and 33 will. What kind of gloves do I want? You could go raw hides with like agility and will, or you could go arcane gloves. That would boost our movement speed. Arcane gloves with knowledge would be really nice actually. So let's just see. It's magical power, 2 knowledge and magical damage bonus for 450. That's a bit more than I would like to spend on something like this, but these gloves are too good for the price for this build. They were listed just 20 minutes ago, so I'm gonna take advantage of that and get these for 450. We might go a little bit over budget with those, but we'll see. 314 move speeds are really nice. So we're at 37 will, 39 knowledge. Check our magical power bonus at this point. So we need at least 2 magical power bonus or 2 will to hit our 40. So that this can be 61%, 57%, because you get 1 point. Each point of magical power bonus gives you 2% magical power bonus. So each point of magical power gives you 2% of this, up to 40. Then any points after 40, this gives you 1%. So you definitely want to get to 40 and take advantage of that, like basically twice the amount you're getting per magical power or will, because 1 will is 1 magical power, same thing. So we definitely want 1 resolve ring here. You don't need to add magic or true on everything, you really don't. I'm just gonna buy this one for 178, to be honest. That works with me, and it has physical power bonus. It's like gets us out of the hole there. We're actually at 1%, nice. Magical damage reduction is always nice, because if you can keep away from the melees, the only thing that's really gonna kill you is like a juiced up caster. See, right now we're at 45 magic resistance, which is really nice. Even though we don't have a whole lot of HP, that 45 magic resistance, we can just basically own Sorks with that pretty easily. So our will is where it needs to be. Let's get 1 more knowledge ring, and then I think we are all set. 150 gold for the cheapest one, and that one's got magical power. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can get an add magic, see if the price increase. Not a whole lot for this one. I'm actually going to get this one. 269's got health and action speed. That's worth it to me. Alright, and just like that, we're kitted. 41 will, 43 knowledge. I wish I had a little bit more knowledge. Let's see. I don't think there's any way. If these were like rawhides, legendary rawhides with 4 knowledge, I think it was 2 more knowledge, but we're trading off agility and will for that. So either way, it's a fair compromise. We have 2 knowledge on every slot. Like we have 2 on the shap, 2 on the vestments, 2 on the gloves, 2 on the pants, 2 on the boots, and then we have our legendary. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good here. This is the good kit. This is a good kit. Almost 75% spellcasting speed. That's really good. So all we need to do now is buy a Warmaul and buy a spellbook. So this is probably the most expensive piece of the kit. I always buy a legendary spellbook with magical damage bonus. Nothing else new is required. Magical healing is nice to have, but I won't pay a premium for it on this build personally. This is 349 for action speed, health, magic damage bonus. This is 444, so this is like 100 more gold, and it's only got 1 magical healing, still got the same health, a little bit of action speed. I'm gonna take this. I'd rather have the first one, for less gold. That seems better to me, because you don't really need magical healing on this build. It helps, it's nice, but you don't really need it. And then next, we're gonna get a Warmaul. 3 max health, physical power, physical damage bonus, that's perfect for me, I'm gonna take that. This is our last resort. Alright, that's it. We're fully kitted, and we didn't really break the bank. And the best part about this kit is that we can kill people that have breaking the bank. Alright guys, that's all for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you want to see more videos similar to this. Yeah. See ya. Also, the rest of the video I have a bunch of PvP, so I don't want to leave it out, so I'm just going to slap it on at the end, and yeah, enjoy.
Dude thinks he's the main character, but he's actually, you know what he actually is? You know what Yerp the Derp is, chat? He's Janitor 3. He's Janitor 3.
Is that Drip?
I wonder where the freaking guy is. Holy crap. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. Running out of spells.
Yeah, he's right. No, bro. Yo, Blizz, thanks for the 2 months, bro. Appreciate it. 175, by the way. Yeah, I wouldn't kill this guy.
Hi for coming back.
No problem. Thanks for 2 months, bro. Oh, what's up, Atika? That guy's gaming. Not dead, by the way.
Shit is fucked. Don't do it, man.
Nice. Oh, I'll take that. Well, I'll take that, I guess. What is that? Is that a cleric? That's a cleric. I'm just so dog shit. Player King, baby! Fighting forever. I killed him. He's yelling at the fucking thing. This is a fight I probably don't win. was that hit? Owned.
China number one! China number one!
Spider. Cannot let him reset. He's resetting. It's moving through the earthquake. Crazy. It's gonna be low as fuck. Judgement up in 8 seconds. That was so close, bro. Should have waited. He's Jews? Yeah. That was close. Ah, ha 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 ha. That was so close, bro.
I don't want to fight you again.
Oh, okay, I was like, stop Nick hell again. Okay, let's go this way. He just looks at me, he's like, I don't want to fight you again. Oh, that's gonna be funny. It. One more holy strike. Nice.